What is the secret to sustained long-term weight loss? Hey everybody, it's Jason Blaha here. I thought I would chat with you guys and gals a little bit about this today. I am someone who, when younger, has been over 300 pounds. I am now 47 in this video, about to be 48. You guys see what I look like now. So I obviously have figured out some real tricks to sustained weight loss, and a lot of it is not really what people think it is. Now, am I saying that just taking this advice is going to put you where I am? No. I mean, I have a pretty dedicated lifestyle to this, with many years of dedication to what I do at this point. But that being said, the idea is the same. Like, how do you actually lose weight and how do you keep it off? And what people have to understand, the answer to that is kind of twofold in nature. And I'm going to tell you the three things that get you there. But the two things that you have to focus on are, number one, keeping your metabolism as high as possible for the rest of your life. Right? That helps. Right? The more energy you burn, because again, we're dealing with calories in, calories out. The more energy that you can burn every day for the rest of your life, irrespective of what's going on, the easier it's going to be to keep weight off, to keep body fat off, number one. Number two, we have to have effective lifestyle changes. There is no shortcut that is going to keep the weight off. Okay, and we do need to be aware of that. And I'm not saying we shouldn't do some stuff. I'm not saying doing some extra things along the way, or even if you have to talk to your doctor with a medication. I'm not saying these are the wrong approach. What I'm saying is these are temporary, and you better be working on lifestyle changes and these other things, or you're not going to get there. Okay, and the three answers are really going to be eating clean whole foods, number one. Number two, lifting weights. Number three, eating a lot of protein. Okay. Now, when I make those statements, the problem is, people misinterpret that. I mean, a first example you hear all the time. Oh, so you mean like a low carb diet because I said eat high protein. And again, it's a really weird response because I eat carbohydrates every day. Like brown rice and sweet potatoes are pretty much staples for me on a 7-day-a-week basis. So no, that's not what I'm saying. But let's go and talk about these for a minute. Number one, eating clean foods, minimally refined foods. The examples, stuff that I eat regularly: brown rice, sweet potatoes, fruit, vegetables, right? Fruits and vegetables, lean meats, chicken breast. I don't eat fish because I don't like it, but fish would be great. Lean cuts of steak, eggs, low-fat milk, fat-free yogurts, walnuts, avocados. Okay? These are staple foods. Okay, these are staple foods that I personally eat day in, day out, all the time. These are normal foods, right? And you can make all sorts of snacks and things. I love mixing like frozen cherries, Greek yogurt, some nuts, almond butter, and stuff together. Dude, that's phenomenal, right? Phenomenal. All right, but I digress. Back over to the video. Whole foods. Why? Number one, satiety. If you're eating stuff like this, if you were avoiding really fatty cuts of meat, you're avoiding adding fats. I don't care whether it's butter, oils. You get all these clowns. Well, why are you real butter instead of seed oils? Well, you're an idiot. All right. Sorry. How many of those people are still not lean and still have bad blood work? Shut up. All right. Quit adding fats, and then quit adding refined sugars, guys. And I'm not saying some really active people can't get away with some refined grains like white rice and things like that. I've done it in phases, but when I want to get a lot leaner, I replace that with brown rice. And that's a perfect example. The whole foods, right? Cutting out the refined sugars completely, minimizing refined carbs. Stop adding fats to your diet unless they're a whole food. Some avocados and walnuts, or some almond butter, probably reasonable. But quit adding fats to your diet. Quit buying the really fatty cuts of meat. Quit adding butter. Quit adding oils to your food. I don't care how healthy you think they are. It's completely and utterly irrelevant. You're adding a lot of really empty calories to your diet. Even if there are some health benefits to some of those things. I'll be the first to say some extra virgin olive oil has some amazing health benefits. But adding a bunch of it to your diet is going to keep you fat. Right? The only exception might be a really, strong omega-3 supplement of some type. Would be the exception to my rule here. All right. So stop adding this stuff. Eat whole foods. Whole foods will keep you full. They will give you more energy. They will keep your appetite in check. And they will burn more calories. People are unaware of that. They'll say, oh, calories in, calories out, except that when you compare table sugar to brown rice or oats, those more fibrous foods have a much higher calorie out end for two reasons. Higher thermic effect. They're harder to break down. Your body has to spend calories breaking them down. They have a slightly higher thermic effect. And because they give you more sustained energy levels, it's easier to exercise and be active. They make it easier to be active and less lethargic. That's calories out. They fill you up. That's calories in. Okay, we get over to the weightlifting. This one is obvious. You put on 10 pounds of muscle. Do you know how many more calories you burn? It's ridiculous. You train hard enough to put on 10 pounds of muscle, you will probably burn another 500 calories every day just from both the training, the extra thermic effect, the extra metabolic rate. You're going to end up burning like another 500 calories a day, 300 to 500 calories a day, every day, forever. You know how much of a difference, how much does that matter? People say, well, 500 calories a day, that's a pound of fat difference a week. Okay, let that sink in. Well, let's take it down to even 300. Let's say it's only 300. That means every 2 weeks you're going to burn through an extra pound of fat. Or if you do end up overeating, that's one less pound of fat you will gain every 2 weeks. So 2 pounds a month forever. Do you not understand how big that is? That is your key. That is your number one key right there. All right, then we come to protein. Same thing. It facilitates both. Protein has the highest thermic effect. It helps you build muscle. It helps you burn fat. It helps you stay full. You combine these three things together and you have the trifecta. This is the key to getting leaner. Like if you need to lose 50 pounds over the next year or two and to keep it off, this is the trick. There's no shortcuts with it. It's not the fastest way, but it is damned effective, and you'll keep that 50 pounds off. And if you do happen to regain it, it's going to gain back at half the speed, and it's going to come off 3 times as fast again if you really need to. All right, guys, but that's really all I have to say on that today. I hope it's been informative, and I'll talk to you guys and gals next time.